Hello again, students. I'm making this video to help you understand how to participate in the discussion boards for the short stories in the nonfiction, and also how to introduce textual evidence um, with a plot clue and following the expectations. So if you go to the discussion board on the agenda, you click here, okay? And it gives you the instructions. It automatically puts you in a group of 4. If you don't see any responses, that's okay. That's not your fault. Um, it's still fine. You know, you'll still get the credit if you don't have any peers in your group. It would be great if your group would participate and you could respond to a peer, because it would be interesting to hear what your friends and your peers think about the short stories that we're reading. Some of them are really interesting, really fascinating, and I hope you're liking them. Let me know what you think in the comments or send me an email. Choose one of the questions. You don't have to do all of them. Okay? I want you to copy it and paste the question in your response. You can notice that I went ahead and put the PDF here. You can click the push out button, the pop out button. I also put the common lit here. You click there, but I would do a right click so that you can open it up in a new tab. That's really important. Okay? I already did that a minute ago. But you got to open it up in new tab. That way it won't delete what you've already started, perhaps. You can also, start on a Google Doc and then click new thread when you're ready to start. Okay? And then you click post. All right. Interesting. Add attachment. Okay. So, what we're going to do is we're going to go over one of these, and I'm going to write in real time and show you how to do one of these discussion posts. So the question that I chose is number 2. All right, in the context of the story, the text, how is the Hadley family impacted by their use of technology? Does technology in your home impact your relationship with your family? Why or why not? In addition to textual evidence from this story, cite your own experience and other literature, art, or history to support your response. Well, this question is kind of tailor-made to those criteria. You have to cite the text, and you have to cite your experience, because the question's about your own family's relationship with technology and how it impacts your family's relationship. So I'm starting the discussion board example over here on my PowerPoint. This will be available on Echo. One of the most important things to do is to notice that I really want you guys using RAD, right? Restate answer details. Copy and paste the question and then restate it. All right, that's important. And to use one piece of textual evidence and a plot clue. So we're going to go over how to do that right now. So I took the part of the question here and I rephrased it. The Hadley family is impacted by the use of technology, I'm going to say, in 2 significant ways. Okay? All right. So the first way I really noticed is how they eat food. I thought that was interesting. I noticed that the narrator described Mr. Hadley as chewing tastelessly on the meat that the table had cut for him. Right? That's really interesting. So I would say, for example, when Mr. Hadley, this is called my plot clue. When Mr. Hadley is eating dinner, the narrator, okay, that's the speaker, the narrator says that and then I'm going to go ahead and copy and paste this example over to my post, the textual evidence, the quotation. I always paste without formatting, okay? And you can delete the he here. And this is called a flow quote. because no one's saying anything directly, I can just go from the narrator saying something or remarking, that he, and then I don't need a comma and I don't need to capitalize this chewed, right? You want to keep chew in the present tense, that would be great, but it's not super important. In 11th grade, 12th grade, that will be more important, right? The narrator says that he chews tastelessly on the meat that the table had cut for him, okay? So I have a for example, I have a plot clue. When this happens in the story, when a character does this, right, the narrator or another character says this, okay? All right. In other words, right, I always like to translate transition like that, or this means, right? The table's technology cuts, cuts his dinner for him in such a way that he mindlessly, right, or tastelessly, without tasting, right, tastelessly consumes his food. So I'm using different words to describe, to explain what the quotation means, and now I'm going to explain why this is significant, right? This is significant because Mr. Hadley isn't, um, I'm thinking out loud. This is significant because the technology causes Mr. Hadley to not even think about what he is eating, right? And this is actually relatable to me, right? And I'm going to remark on that because this question requires me to engage with the story, to cite the story's examples, and also to connect with my own experience. So I'm going to say that um, I could do similarly, right? When I eat dinner, right? I often watch TV, um, either the news or I don't know, a Star Trek show, right? Um, and yeah, watching TV while I eat sometimes causes me to mindlessly consume not only the news but my food, right? I think when we do two things at once, we're not in the moment. We're not being mindful. We're not um, being present with either what we're watching or the food itself. My wife often encourages my son and I to eat at the table and eat as a family. It doesn't always work when you're super busy or when the parents work evenings. But in this way, technology is is impacting my family's experience of eating food together in the same way that it affects Mr. Hadley. So what I've done here is I've used RAD, I've restated um, the question, I've cited some evidence using a plot clue and a narrator, and I've paraphrased that evidence, I've explained why it's significant, and then I've connected it to my own experience. Okay? So this would be, a great blog post. That would be enough. But just to give you another idea, I'm also going to mention another way that technology significantly impacts the Hadley family. Okay, and I'll go back to the evidence for that. So I'll do that now. Okay, so another way that technology impacts the Hadley family is this. Right? And I'm going to write it like that. Another way technology impacts the Hadley family is in the way that the children should I say experience the nursery, or the children use the nursery? Okay. If you're watching this video, it may give you clues to the multiple choice quiz. So, be on the lookout for those clues. Another way technology impacts the Hadley family is in the way that the children use the nursery. The original design of the nursery is to allow parents to view their children's thoughts. It's a way to see your children's thoughts, because the nursery creates a virtual experience by visually representing what a user wants to see and experience, right? So I'd actually go back and say it creates a virtual world by visually representing what a user wants to see and experience. It does it with this unusually futuristic technology where it like telepathically picks up brain waves or something, presumably. The example I found in the text was when the psychologist, right, Mr. Hadley asked a psychologist to come over and to see what's going on with his children, okay? And it says, in this case, however, the room has become a channel toward destructive thoughts instead of a release from them. That is the psychologist speaking, right? When the psychologist is consulted by the Hadley family, by the Hadley parents, right? He says, and then see, this is a direct quote, so I'm going to do the paste again, right? And you can delete this because you don't need that. He says, you only need to cite what you need. You can start and stop inside a quote as long as you're capturing the original meaning, right? He says that the room, okay, has become a channel toward destructive thoughts instead of a release from them, right? This means that the children aren't releasing their negative thoughts in the virtual world of the nursery, but rather it is the nursery, the nursery is, amplifying their negativity and violent tendencies, really, right? If you've read towards the end, okay? So, this, I'm not going to type this up because that would be a really long thread post. But I want you to notice that, you can connect this to your own life. There are people that think that video games, the virtual world that video games create, don't just channel negativity or violent thoughts. They actually amplify them or create them more. There are people that think that same way about violent movies. And I wonder that with my own son. I wonder if watching Lego Star Wars, for instance, encourages him to roughhouse more than he would without that influence. So I got to wrap up this video because I only got like a couple seconds left. But let me know if this helps. I'm going to put this up on Echo. Talk to you later. Bye.